I ain't knocked up in no STDs. No STD. I ain't knocked up in no STDs. Hello, beautiful people. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. I am Darla, and you are tuned into The 30 Journey. Here we're on a faith and fulfilled journey through our 30s, and I'm so happy you decided to join me for this video today. All right, fam, so in this video we are going to be talking about celibacy again. I found that one of my videos that I did a few months back is getting a lot of traction again, and I wanted to go ahead and touch on this topic again because I need to tell y'all what are some of the absolute benefits of being on this journey. So many people talk about doing this and have different reasons for why they choose to be celibate and why they choose abstinence. And I'm not here to tell you what your reason should be or anything, but I think it's important for you to know, like I always say, your why. But I do want to give you guys some things that I have definitely gained from this, and I want to let y'all know that your girl is going on year 8. Year 8. And honestly, I am very grateful for what I've been able to gain on this journey. Like, I don't feel like I'm losing out or missing out on anything because what God has continued to pour into me, whew. If this is the journey that you're on, I want you to stand proud in it. I want you to stand firm in it. And some of you may honestly be on the fence about, making the transition into, being abstinent or celibate because it's something that's been on your heart for a while, but you just have not, made the decision to just commit fully. And I honestly want to tell you some things that you gain from this. I've been very, very honest and open thus far on this journey in plenty of videos. You can always check those out. But I got some things that you may want to hear. So if you are interested, please keep on watching. All right, fam. So one of the first things that I have been able to gain on this journey, is discernment. This has been big for me in dating because honestly, it has been allowing me to really pick through some people. One thing I've been able to realize with a lot of men in dating is understanding, men's intentions. You could be saying one thing, but trust me, them real intentions gonna come out sooner or later. You honestly really have so much on your side on this journey because you haven't been giving yourself to any and everyone. You haven't been putting yourself and your energy, your sexual energy out there to just anyone. And that, to me, in my personal opinion, allows you to be able to discern what's right and what's wrong for you. Because one thing that I know is that I don't have to rush to do anything. That's pretty clear in, being abstinent and celibate. Like, you're not in a rush for a lot of things. So understanding that things take time and you allow things to play out like they need to play out. Other people want to rush things because they want the results that they want, and usually they want them quickly. One thing that I do stand by is that time will allow things to reveal itself. So another thing I've been able to gain on this journey is I don't have to worry about STDs. I don't have to worry about babies. I don't have to worry about having strings attached to people that I don't want to be attached to, or I don't end up being attached to. And that is something that I think a lot of people overlook because we know that there are a lot of people who are in situations with people that they're not currently in a relationship with anymore. And there's a beautiful blessing that came of it, which of course is a child. But at the end of the day, that could have been avoided. And I know most people are like, well, my child is a blessing. My children are a blessing. They are. I'm not discrediting that. I am not negating that. The thing about it is there are so many children that are not here because of certain decisions that people have made. So at the end of the day, regardless to if your child is here or not, I just think people should understand and be more open to understanding when certain things can be avoided by not putting themselves in certain positions. That's no shade to anybody. Please don't take that way. But my thing is understanding that there are certain situations that I don't want to happen in my life at this current moment. And I have a lot of control over that when I decide to put this into my own hands and be very intentional about what I want and what I don't. This is one of the biggest things for me because I just don't have to worry about a lot of different things. A lot of different things come with, having sex with a bunch of different people or just having sex with people in general if you're not committed to them. And honestly, for me, commitment and marriage, the covenant that comes with that is for a reason. And being in a marriage and being covered by that covenant is very important to me, because I know the protection that that comes with. And that does not say that just because you're married or, you know, you're in a committed relationship or whatever, that the person is going to completely be faithful. You don't have to worry about babies. You don't have to worry about STDs, because those things can happen in very much committed relationships. However, being under the covenant of marriage provides protection. And that's what most women and men don't seem to understand for themselves. This is honestly something that protects you, because you have that covenant with God. Granted, like I said, this does not exempt you from dealing with someone who may do that to you. Like, being in a marriage does not exempt you from someone who will cheat on you. Like, that's just the real of it. But at the end of the day, like I said, you are protected by a covenant with God. He is going to protect you and allow you to be able to go through that journey, understanding that regardless of what comes with it, He is with you. And I just think more people should kind of understand that for themselves, to know that that is a part of the package. That's a part of the celibacy and abstinent package. Another great benefit is self-control. Y'all, this is big, because honestly, I have been so disciplined in so many different things, like I told you guys before in my discipline video, in previous celibacy videos, that I don't know who I am. I really don't know who I am. Like, sometimes I'm just like, I can't believe I'm this person, because this was not my life years ago. Like, I was not disciplined in eating. I was not disciplined in working out. I was not disciplined in a lot of different areas in my life. And I think this is the thing that snowballed it for me. This was the thing that I started to see as the foundation of, yes, you can be disciplined in this, because look how disciplined you are in that. And being disciplined in this way and not giving yourself to just any and everybody when you have urges and different things going on is huge. I want you to know. So understand the power that you have by not giving yourself to just any and everybody, and giving yourself to any and everything as well, every desire that you have. And honestly, don't think about it so much just in the realm of sex, because like I said, this was the thing that kind of snowballed the discipline in just not overeating and not indulging in certain things as much, and not, you know, really engaging in things that I know that are not good for me. This allows you to attract so many things that are good for you to your life. And self-control is a fruit of the spirit. So knowing that, like I said, you can be disciplined in this area, you have to know that you can be disciplined in so many other areas of your life as well. So another thing that I gained during this celibacy journey is really getting to know me. I did another video on body exploration and really exploring yourself as a woman. I am very big on this, because I have seen, you know, so many stories, articles, blog posts about women who waited until marriage, and honestly, they didn't know what they truly desired, what their body could do. They didn't know a lot of things about themselves internally and externally, in the realm of sex, in the realm of, you know, really just knowing you and knowing your body. And I talk about this in that video because I think this is something that a lot of people shy away from. I think if you are a Christian, I think there have been so many things that have been planted in, you know, Christianity to stop women from really being open, you know, in that way. And there's a way to do this and not compromise your morals and ethics. And I think that going on that journey alone is worth doing. Like, really learning yourself as a woman is so important. And I stress this to y'all because I think there are a lot of women that rely on men to, you know, completely 100% please them. And you don't know certain things that your body could even do, you know, low-key without him. And I said this in that video, and I'm going to say it in this one too. That does not always mean station, you know. Y'all know a word rhymes with station. And I just want to say that that doesn't always mean that that's what has to happen. But understanding the ins and outs of yourself and going on that journey and learning about your body and what it can do and, you know, how things feel is important. It's so important as a woman. And that's one thing that I've been able to gain on this journey as well. It's really taking the time to learn me, because that is a beautiful journey within itself. Being true to who you really are at your core is your superpower. I believe that there are so many women that just present so much like positive and great feminine energy because they know who they are, because they're proud in who they are. They stand firm in who they are. And working on your confidence and really learning who you really are at your core is yet another beautiful journey we're taking. And this is something that I've been able to gain on this journey as well. And of course, being single has a lot to do with that as well, because you have a lot of time to be able to do things alone, to be able to do things for yourself. And being okay with that before getting in a committed relationship or even a marriage is important, because you're not coming in there just like, I want you to provide everything for me. You're able to present this as something else that you offer as a woman or a man. Like, I think men should honestly take ownership of themselves as well. Now, I don't know which way you would do that because I'm not a man, but I know for women especially, it is important to be comfortable. It is important to understand for yourself who you really are. And last but not least, and I'm so excited to share this one because this is really, really big. This is one of the biggest ones that I have gained from celibacy and going on this journey. It is truly freeing yourself from previous relationships, bondage. A lot of people say, you know, soul ties, all of those things by going on this journey. So one thing I want to be very transparent and open with you guys about is that, you know, when I would, you know, do things to myself, you know, prior to really taking this commitment, I would think about certain men that I was in a relationship with and things that we did while we were in a relationship, right? And those moments in time would kind of come back and resurface. I remember going on this journey, not watching porn anymore, really not giving into those desires, because that's what I was being led to do, to not give into those desires. That's where God was leading me. And it was very clear, so I knew that there was no pass given, nothing given for me to do those things. And by committing to this journey and doing it God's way and Him allowing to work in and on me during this time, I started to see those bondages come off about thinking about certain people, about times that we shared, things that we did, and certain things, and they slowly started coming off and those chains started to break. And I know that sounds maybe too spiritual for some people, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all, that's legitimately what happened to me. And I can't really honestly explain it because I knew those things I used to think about a lot. I knew those things that used to cross my mind. And when I really gave myself to God in this and followed Him and allowed Him to lead me into not doing certain things, that's a part of what came with it. That was something I wanted, but it slowly but surely started happening. And I didn't even realize it. And I was like, yo, I'm not thinking about those moments. I'm not thinking about those people in that way. And that's freeing. That is so freeing. And I think so many people deal with that, you know, because they let lust take over. They let their desires take over. And learning how to starve your flesh of certain things that you feel that you know are not good for you is what's going to allow you to continue to be free. Because I'm gonna tell y'all this, it makes me think about being in a marriage with someone, and I don't want those images of someone I've been with popping up in my marriage. Like, I don't want to think about who I've been with 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And that's really something that happens. Like, a lot of people don't like to talk about that, but that is something that happens to a good bit of people. They think about other people that they've been with. And that's another thing that you bring into a new relationship, a marriage, when you haven't really worked through those things that you may be tied to and that may have been a part of you prior to. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. That helps out a lot, fam. Also, if it blessed you, share it with a friend, comment below. Just let me know, like, if you feel like you are going to go on a celibacy journey, abstinence journey, or even if you're already on one, let us know in the community below. We always want to see more people and have them visible as far as being on this journey. It's not enough to know that, you know, a lot of people watch the videos, y'all. We want to know that there are really people committing to this. So let yourself be known, show yourself in the community, because that helps out a lot as well. Also, if you are not subscribed and you want to join the 30 Journey fam, You already know. You know what to do. You know what to do. As always, fam, remember to keep God first and to stay winning spiritually. Peace.